Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm going to talk about White Knight Noel. Let's begin with his stats. I compare him to Wilhelm because I think he is the only 5 stars, 100% provoker in the game right now. Gladio is also a tank, but he is kinda different, but still I will include him as a comparison on the table. I also talk about Awakened White Knight Noel and Awakened Wilhelm because their awakening are already available. So like you can see that in terms of base health, defense, and spirit, White Knight Noel is below Wilhelm. For health boost, White Knight Noel also loses compared to Wilhelm because he only gets 30% or 50% based on his armor, while Wilhelm gets massive 60% health. However, White Knight Noel able to get 100% defense and spirit boost, which is insane, while Wilhelm only gets 70% defense and 60% spirit. The difference is big, but remember that Wilhelm base defense and spirit are also higher. From those departments, I can say that White Knight Noel stats is a little, not a little, okay, maybe, yeah, just better than Wilhelm. Wilhelm also has 50% built-in draw attack, while White Knight Noel only 30%. And remember, because White Knight Noel is a mage, you need to take a look on his mage stats. His base magic is not that good, okay, because 150 magic are the number that top tier mages get. However, his magic passive boost is insane too, okay. He can get 110% magic, which is way higher than other top tier mages such as Transtera. But to get that, you need to sacrifice 50% defense. Okay, White Knight Noel also only gets MP plus 20% without auto refresh, but that's maybe okay if what you want from him is his counter attack. So White Knight Noel able to counter enemies' magic attack with his ice elemental abilities. The chance is also high, 50%, which make him really reliable as magical counter attacker. His magic counter are nice, but remember, it is ice element, so it will be useless when you meet the enemy which resists against ice. Also remember that Misty is the thing right now, okay? If you use Misty, then it means he will almost never use his magic counter abilities. Maybe you say, then I won't use Misty at all. Yep, correct, you can do that, but remember, other characters may not that durable to survive against enemies' magical attack. Sure, White Knight Noel will survive, but what about other characters? However, it will be crazy if you have 5 awakened White Knight Noel and 1 durable healer such as Ayaka. You will see that crazy counter, okay? Pretty decent stats, support for tank and magic hybrid perfectly, okay? Remember, you must awaken him. Without awakening, he is not even half of his awakened version. So enough about stats, let's take a look on his abilities. Let's begin with his provoking skill. Bring it on. This one is crazy tanking skill, so it increases your chance of being targeted by 80%. And because White Knight Noel already has 30% draw attack, this means he has 110% rate, or yeah, just put it 100% provoke rate. Nothing special about this, okay? But the insane thing about this is the 50% damage mitigation. This one is very crazy, okay? 50%. Awakened Impregnable only has 40% damage mitigation, so it is already better than Wilhelm's Impregnable. And the best thing about this is the magic and physical mitigation buffs are separated, which means you can give White Knight Noel damage mitigation buffs such as crows for hurt and home. You don't understand? Let me explain that. Usually, mitigation buff only has one buff icon, okay? If you tap and hold your character, it will say, yeah, damage mitigation. That icon or death buff works for both magic and physical attack. But White Knight Noel mitigation buffs are separated. You will see 2 icons instead of 1. So it is like port 153 buff, which only gives you physical mitigation. This is not the same case for Wilhelm's Impregnable. Not only that, okay, this gives you 150% defense and spirit buff. How's that not crazy, okay? The buff even exceeds Soleil's 120% dancing buff. With this, he will absorb the damage with ease. And if you have Illusionist Nickel, then yeah, you just got the strongest AoE physical tanker in the game. However, for AoE magical tanker, yeah, there is only Misty who able to do that. Okay, so Misty got no competition. The upgrade cost is kinda expensive though. It uses Guard Crest, which is not used that often, so it is not big problem. But it costs you 5,000 gil per upgrade. So I suggest you to upgrade this after you have upgraded your passive awakening, such as Rune Protector and Tactical Gear. Especially if you use Soleil in your party, okay, because that means you only get 30% more defense and spirit from the upgrade. Still, decent skills, probably the best provoke skill in the game, and thankfully he still can act on the next turn, unlike Blue's Toys. The next tanking skill is Still. It gives you 75% magic and physical mitigation. It will override your Bring It On buff for 1 turn, but I think it is better to simply use Guard, because Guard gives you 50% damage mitigation too, right? The Still buff doesn't stuck, okay? It overrides. Those are all his tanking skills. He can easily pass 1000 defense, which make Wilhelm looks like a lost child in this game. He also has attacking abilities. Ice Blitz and Gale Blast are kinda mediocre, and you probably won't use them. His most powerful ability is Glacial Wave Plus 2. It deals 5.3 times ice magic damage, which is nice, but I think you should become full-fledged tanker instead of half-breed ice magician. Because if you want to maximize your magic stats, okay, you need to sacrifice 50% defense. Also, I believe you cannot chain with anyone else besides White Knight Noel himself, because the frame delay is strange. In my opinion, this and his counter are the last thing you should awaken. Okay, sure, he can become great counter attacker, I won't deny that, but again, I prefer to make him into full tanker. The choice is yours. The last is his LB. It is, yeah, I guess mediocre. 74% defense and magic boosts are really low, especially when you need to max it to get those numbers. MP recovery is fixed at 30 MP. It is not even enough to compensate one defined urination. So I think he should simply tank. It is up to you if you want to use it on the battle though, okay? But what I can suggest you is not to level up this LB, okay? Simply ignore it. So enough about abilities, let's talk about equipment. I built him into a tanker. If you want to build him into a mage, then you need to replace the weapon into road, because equipping road gives you 50% magic. But I prefer spirit boost from the staff because yeah, I bought him as a tanker. For armor, equipping rope will give you spirit and magic increase, but you will lose that 50% defense boost. Okay, 50% is big, guys, and rope usually has low defense. I think defense is more important, okay, because for spirit you can use Misty to tank against magical attack, but for physical defense you can tank it by yourself and bring Illusionist Nicole to make him into AoE tanker. Enough about equipment. My conclusion for Awakened White Knight Noel: He is definitely the best tank in the global version yet. No one can defeat him in terms of tankiness. However, is he beat Wilhelm as a character? I don't think so, okay? Yes, he is better than Wilhelm in terms of tankiness, but for side skill, I think Wilhelm still good. Wilhelm able to buff your LB and other stats when needed. Wilhelm's LB is also very good. Sure, White Knight Noel able to counter enemies' magical attack, but one thing you need to remember is to deal nice amount of magic damage, you need to sacrifice some of his defense. Exchange staff with rod and armor with rope. The skill is also very niche, okay? Ice element. You cannot use it as a finishing or chaining skill too, okay? So yeah, and because you cannot dual cast the abilities, okay, he is mediocre compared to other mages such as Trenchterra, Grimlord Sakura, okay? So sure, 5.3 ice damage is not bad, but because you cannot use it twice in one turn, then yeah, his damage output will be lower than other top tier mage, okay? So I don't recommend you. However, if you have Christine, then she can be a good companion for him. His Trustmaster reward is nice for himself or Grimlord Sakura. I don't think it will be best in slot accessory for other characters though. Still good access. Still, it is a good Trustmaster reward. I give him over 1000 as a tanker. Congrats if you get him. Also for the arena, okay, I think it will be nightmare if you encounter White Knight Noel in the arena, because like you can see, he can reach high stats, and yeah, if the players are well, then they probably gear him up right, then yeah, White Knight Noel able to wipe your party on the arena easily from his counter ability. Okay, so yeah, just be careful if you meet White Knight Noel. Just remember, he has minus 50% fire resistance, so if you find him in the arena, then try to chain that fire attack, then hopefully you can kill him before he counter your attack. And yeah, I think that's all you need to know about White Knight Noel. This is my last video for 2017. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the supports, okay? I wish you guys get better pool on next year, better jobs, better grades, better everything on your life, okay? Happy New Year and happy holiday, and see you in the next year. So yep, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guides. Bye bye guys!